Hello everybody, welcome back to Grappleman's videos. So with update 13 comes a whole new set of stories, things that may happen. So I am trying to unlock a few of the secrets that might be out there. So I headed on back to HIP 22460 and I went in there with my cold Diamondback Explorer to try to see if I could get some information from some of the debris that was around. Before I get into it, please remember to subscribe and like the channel. Comment if you'd like. I'm very curious to see what you all think. Okay, so I saw a derelict ship called the Oath of Tindarius, and I saw that it had been subjected to Xeno attack, but it wasn't destroyed, it was just attacked. And so I noticed that it had a ship log, scanning log. So I attempted to go out there and see if there was some message that might be useful. I made several attempts. The first attempt I made, I was cold, and the Thargoid interceptors made their way into the system, turned my ship off, and then I mistakenly boosted, and they saw me, and then of course I got attacked and blown up by these very aggressive Thargoids. I even tried to use a heat sink, and I was practically heatless with 1%, yet they still saw me and pretty much took me down pretty quickly. And you know, in space, nobody can hear you scream. So I thought, well, I'm going to try again. So I went back again a couple more times. Every time that I went back into that system, I was hyper-addicted, I guess that's what you call it. They pulled me out of witch space. Of course, they didn't attack me. That's one thing I've noticed. If they pull you out of witch space, they'll just come look at you, but they don't attack you. They're not as aggressive there as they are once you're in the system. Once they scan you, they will shoot an energy blast that will immobilize your ship, and then they will come closer, take another quick look, and after they take that quick look, they will just be on their merry way. They're very aggressive though. Usually they just turn around and leave, but in this case, as you can see here, it went black, and then all of a sudden it revved up and brushed my ship, knocked me off balance a little bit before it took off into witch space by itself. But again, no harm done. Once they left, got back on my way, went into the system and started looking for the ship. Now you'll notice that it's out there near where the two mega ships were, and when I got out there, I was able to find it pretty easily and didn't get really bothered much until I got to it. As I approached the ship, I scanned the overall ship, which led me to find that there were a whole bunch of other things I could scan on it. This is typical. Once I finished that scan and got closer, I was able to go to the contacts tab, and I noticed that there was a ship log on it, actually two. The first time I did this I only saw one, but there's actually two, so I targeted that and attempted to scan it. As you can see, as I approached it, I was immediately attacked by an interceptor and didn't get a chance to get the scan off right away. I almost got it the first time, so I figured I could do it a second time, and so I did. Well, after two attempts, this is what I found. The log transmission. This was from the first log, and you can see, we've been told for so many months now that salvation is the answer, and the war will end through his actions, not ours, like he's some messiah. Have people lost faith in the military? The ADF has fought these creatures for years now. Sure, there have been setbacks, but there have been plenty of victories as well. I was there when the Alliance secured the Witch Head Nebula Enclave. We drove the Thargoids back and gave them a few wounds to lick. Gave the imps and feds something to think about too. Now we've all bet our chips on salvations. Up here in HIP 22460, we've lost thousands of good people keeping his back covered while he builds his wandering contraption. I truly hope it works, because there's not been a lot sacrificed to give the Proteus wave a chance. And then here's the second one. I can't get the power back on. No, you're not listening. It's dead. There's nothing to work with. The panels are blank. The drive's disengaged. Manual override ain't doing anything. So unless you want to try rubbing sticks together to ignite a spark, we're stranded here. At least we took the Thargoids out first. Otherwise, we'd be in big trouble. I need some time to break down where the problem stems from. And there's a panel under the main coupling, and then the transmission ends. I don't know if that panel under the main coupling is a hint or just narrative. But either way, I intend to keep trying to find out some more hints, and I'm sure that the community is doing the same. So we'll keep our eyes and ears open to see where this whole Proteus wave fiasco is going. Until later, folks, Grappler Man out.